the divine lotus feet of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. Before we begin the Pratyaksha Pada Puja, please declare the following statements with integrity and authenticity. If you agree to the following statements, please say yes loudly. I authentically cognize, which is internally process, understand and declare the truth, cosmic energy exists.
Yes.
I authentically cognize, which is internally process, understand and declare the truth, that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, is the Chinmaya Vigraha, the embodiment and representation of that very cosmic energy.
Yes.
I authentically cognize, which is internally process, understand and declare the truth, that whatever I offer at the divine lotus feet of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, will reach the cosmic source of energy directly.
Yes.
I authentically cognize, which is internally process, understand and declare the truth of Sohamasmi, that even when I worship, I am Him.
Yes.
We will now begin the Pratyaksha Pada Puja. Please be seated with your head, neck and spine in a straight line. And please be in a space of deep gratitude and restful awareness in your Ananda Gandha. We'll begin with the Sadguru Vandanam. Please take some flowers in your hands, hold your hands in the Atmanjali Mudra, and offer the flowers at Swamiji's feet at the end of the mantra.
Nityanandam Paramasukhadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadrisham Tattvamasyaadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadhi Sakshibhutam Bhavaditam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami Nityanandeshwara Paramashiva Samarambham Nityanandeshwari Paramashiva Shakti Madhyamam Nityananda Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Lalate Tripundri Nitilakrita Kasturi Tilakaha Spuranmaladhara Spuridakatiko Binavasanaha Dadhano Dushtaram Shirasi Bhanirajam Shashikalam Pradipa Sarvesham Arunagi Yogi Vijayate.
We'll now perform the Tattvachamanam, ritualistic cleansing of the hands and the mouth. With your right hand in the Gokarna Mudra, please take 3 sips of water. As we chant each of the following mantras, please take a sip of water from the Gokarna Mudra.
Om Atmatattvam Shodhayami Svadha. Om Vidyatattvam Shodhayami Svadha. Om Shivatattvam Shodhayami Svadha.
We'll now chant the Shuklam Varadharam. Please take your hands and keep them in the Mushti Mudra. Tap the sides of your forehead 5 times as we chant the following mantra.
Om Shuklam Varadharam Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasanna Dhyayet Sarva Vignopashantayet.
We'll now perform the Pranayama. Please inhale deeply through the left nostril, hold your breath, closing both the nostrils, and exhale through the right nostril as we chant the following mantras thrice.
Om Hum Ishanamurdhaya Namo Hum Tatprushavaktraya Namo Hum Agorahridaya Namo Him Vamdevukhyaya Namo Hum Sadyajatmurte Namo Hamridaya Namo Him Shirsena Namo Hum Shikaya Namo Him Kauchaya Namo Hum Nedrebhyo Namo Hastraya Namaha. Om Hum Ishanamurdhaya Namo Him Tatprushavaktraya Namo Hum Agorahridaya Namo Him Vamdevukhyaya Namo Hum Sadyajatmurte Namo Hamridaya Namo Him Shirsena Namo Hum Shikaya Namo Him Kauchaya Namo Hum Nedrebhyo Namo Om Hastraya Namaha. ओम हम ईशानमूर्धाय नमो ह्रीं तत्पुरुषवक्त्राय नमो ह्रीं अघोरहृदयाय नमो ह्रीं वामदेवख्याय नमो ह्रीं सद्योजातमूर्तये नमो महामृदयाय नमो ह्रीं शिरसे नमो ह्रीं शिखाय नमो ह्रीं कवचाय नमो ह्रीं नेत्रेभ्यो नमः ओम अस्त्राय नमः.
After doing the pranayama, touch your right ear with your right hand, and we will now chant the Sankalpa mantra. Conscious resolution on this auspicious time, when we are receiving the divine darshan of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, let us make the conscious resolution for all the auspicious blessings. Mamopata samasta
दुरिदक्षयद्वारा भगवत् श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव प्रीत्यर्थम श्री नित्यानंदेश्वरी परमशिव शक्ति समेत श्री नित्यानंदेश्वर परमशिव प्रीत्यर्थम च शुभे शोभने मुहूर्ते अद्य ब्रह्मणः द्वितीय परार्धे श्री श्वेतवराह कल्पे वैवस्वतमन्वन्तरे अष्टाविंशतितमे नित्ययुगे प्रथमे पादे जम्बूद्वीपे भारतवर्षे भरतखण्डे मेरोः दक्षिणे पार्श्वे शकाब्दे अस्मिन् वर्तमाने व्यवहारिके प्रभवादीनां षष्ट्याः संवत्सराणां मध्ये शोभकृतनाम संवत्सरे दक्षिणायने लक्ष्मी वेंकटेश्वर ऋतौ कटकमासे शुक्लपक्षे सप्तम्यां शुभतिथौ मंगलवासरयुक्तायां चित्रानक्षत्र सिद्धियोग वणिजकरण एवं गुणविशेषण विशिष्टायाम् अस्यां शुभतिथौ शिवगोत्रोद्भवायाः उत्तरफल्गुनी नक्षत्रे कन्याराशो जातायाः शोभी रघुनाथन् नाम्याः हस्ता नक्षत्रे कन्याराशो जातस्य कनकसभेशन् कनकरत्नं नामधेयस्य भरिणी नक्षत्रे मेषराशो जातायाः सायलक्ष्मी कनकरत्नं नाम्याः पूर्णं नक्षत्रे धनुर्राशो जातस्य सम्राट् साईनाथ कनकरत्नं नामधेयस्य षडभिषा नक्षत्रे कुंभराशो जातायाः शांता देवी रघुनाथन् नाम्याः स्वाति नक्षत्रे मेषराशो जातायाः रत्नसोतिमलर् कनकरत्नं नाम्याः सकुटुम्बस्य सांडिल्य गोत्रोद्भवस्य रेवती नक्षत्रे मीनराशो जातायाः सची नाम्याः पूर्वाषाढ़ा नक्षत्रे धनुर्राशो जातस्य विजय नामधेयस्य स्वाति नक्षत्रे तुलाराशो जातायाः शीला नाम्याः भरिणी नक्षत्रे मेषराशो जातायाः शिवानी नाम्याः घनिष्ठा नक्षत्रे कुंभराशो जातस्य सिद्धार्थ नामधेयस्य उत्तरफल्गुनी नक्षत्रे कन्याराशो जातायाः सारा नाम्याः सकुटुम्बस्य शिवगोत्रोद्भवस्य श्रवण नक्षत्रे मकरराशो जातस्य कृष्णराज श्री नित्य महादेव स्वरूपानंदा नामधेयस्य चित्रा नक्षत्रे तुलाराशो जातायाः राधा मानित्य महादेव स्वरूपानंदा नाम्याः मृगशीर्षा नक्षत्रे मिथुनराशो जातायाः कविता नाम्याः शाखा नक्षत्रे तुलाराशो जातस्य दुरे नामधेयस्य सकुटुम्बस्य ल्याओ फेंगची नाम्याः ल्याओ क्यूकांग नामधेयस्य ल्याओ चेंगजाओ नाम्याः चेन चियान शेंग नामधेयस्य एनली युए नाम्याः चेन वे स्वान नाम्याः सकुटुम्बस्य हाइडी शोहेन नाम्याः सकुटुम्बस्य जाओ यांगलिंग नाम्याः क्यू चैंगवान नामधेयस्य हाउ चेन युआन नामधेयस्य वन चैंगजाओ नामधेयस्य जिनक्यू नाम्याः यिंगजाओ नाम्याः सकुटुम्बस्य सुपोचिन नाम्याः लियोन एंड सांग नामधेयस्य सुचु येट नामधेयस्य इच्वान्यो नाम्याः सकुटुम्बस्य हेयिन नाम्याः हेहंचु नाम्याः म्याओयीचैन नाम्याः यिनसुनन नाम्याः चैंगयुए नाम्याः म्याओलीचेंग नामधेयस्य सकुटुम्बस्य
Wei Chun Yip Namadheyasya, Li Wei Yip Namadheyasya, Shu Kyao Yi Nam Yaha, Yang Ping Lao Nam Yaha Sakudumbasya. Chan Tai Kwak Nam Yadheyasya, Chan Kai Fail Albert Namadheyasya, Chan Ka Chun Allen Namadheyasya, Chan Ka Pong Andrew Namadheyasya, Chan Wai Chi Angela Nam Yaha Sakudumbasya. Ling Xiao Ming Namadheyasya, Wu Banan Nam Yaha, Chan Su Yun Nam Yaha, Lin Mei Kyong Nam Yaha, Lin Ju Yu Nam Yaha, Lin Yu Chen Namadheyasya Sakudumbasya. Chun Yuan Chu Namadheyasya, Chun Yao Chu Namadheyasya, Wan Tian Chu Nam Adheyasya, Yin Tan Chen Nam Yaha Sakudumbasya. Chun Yuan Chu Namadheyasya, Chun Yao Chu Namadheyasya, Wan Tian Chu Namadheyasya, Yin Tan Chen Namadheyasya Sakudumbasya. Chun Yuan Chu Namadheyasya, Chun Yao Chu Namadheyasya, Wan Tian Chu Namadheyasya, Yin Tan Chen Nam Yaha Sakudumbasya. Chun Yuan Chu Namadheyasya, Chun Yao Chu Namadheyasya, Wan Tian Chu Namadheyasya, Yin Tan Chen Nam Yaha Sakudumbasya. Zhang Hao Ran Namadheyasya, Zhang Gao Ran Nam Yaha, Wang Yu Kyong Nam Yaha, Wang Zi Gyao Namadheyasya, Zhang Hu Namadheyasya, Wang Xiao Ju Nam Yaha Sakudumbasya. Sadabhisha Nakshetre Jatayaha, Yu Wei Yang Nam Yaha, Punarvasu Nakshetre Jatasya, Wei Fang Fang, Wai Feng Fang Namadheyasya, Chitra Nakshatre Kanya Rasho Jatayaha, Duang Wang Yang Nam Yaha Sakudumbasya. Zhang Tai Ke Namadheyasya, Shimeng Nam Yaha, Zhang Lang Song Namadheyasya, Bao Yu Zhen Nam Yaha, Zhang Xion Fei Namadheyasya, Shu Shu King Nam Yaha Sakudumbasya. Tanya Deverne Nam Yaha Sakudumbasya. Yang Q Rong Nam Yaha, Su Yang Nam Yaha, Yang Xiao Ying Nam Yaha, Chen Liang Gyu Namadheyasya, Cheng Ying Je Namadheyasya Sakudumbasya. Wang Zuan Chi Nam Yaha Sakudumbasya. Loital Leons Namadheyasya, Lavital Christopher Namadheyasya, Lavital Yoel Namadheyasya, Neil Lavital Namadheyasya, Dylan Namadheyasya, Kevin Namadheyasya, Chlorian Namadheyasya, Mary Luke Nathalie Nam Yaha, Sister Kathy Nam Yaha, Gaze Olga Nam Yaha Sakudumbasya. Chen Shu Hua Nam Yaha, Chen Xiang Fu Namadheyasya, Chen Huan Jian Namadheyasya, Chen Li Xiu Lan Nam Yaha, Zheng Xiang Lu Namadheyasya, Kao Shu Yuan Nam Yaha Sakudumbasya. Jene Lavital Nam Yaha, Lavital Leons Namadheyasya, Lavital Christopher Namadheyasya, Lavital Yoel Namadheyasya, Lavital Neil Namadheyasya, Lavital Dylan Namadheyasya, Lavital Kevin Namadheyasya, Kimberly Lavital Namyaha, Mary Luce Nathalie Namyaha, Quer Lawrence Clorian Namadheyasya Sakutumbhasya, Zengjinji Namadheyasya, Yangiru Fe Namyaha, Zhao Zhao Lin Namadheyasya, Yangriu Jiao Namadheyasya, Chenmao Bo Namyaha, Zenghong Jing Namyaha Sakutumbhasya, Lianchia Chao Namadheyasya, Zhuanqiang Namyaha, Yesun Chou Namadheyasya, Huiyuan Chen Namyaha Sakutumbhasya, Liu Bingjiang Namadheyasya, Hanhei Ying Namyaha, Fanhei Hua Namadheyasya, Liu Chang Namadheyasya, Liu Guan Liang Namadheyasya, Fan Haiyan Namyaha, Liu Chang Namadheyasya Skutumbhasya, Bharadwaj Gotrodhavasya Shlesha Nakshate Karkarasho Jatayaha, Sheetal Shivale Namyaha, Dhanishta Nakshatre Makarasho Jatayaha, Vaishnavi Shivale Namyaha, Aslesha Nakshatre Minarasho Jatasya, Vaibhav Shivale Nam Adheyasya Sakutumbhasya, Sakutumbhasya cha Shri Kailasonnata Dvadashanta Shyamala Pitharudha Shri
मीनाक्षी सुंदरेश्वर भिन्न स्वरूप परशिव पुत्र रत्न कुमार गुरुमण्यतुल्यावतार श्री पार्वती स्तन्यपान लब्ध दिव्य ज्ञान विश्रुत सकल निगमागम सारभूत द्राविड वेद प्रवक्त्रे श्रीमत् परमशिव करुणा समधिगत मुक्तामय चतुरश्रयाण गीयमान छत्र चामर श्री चिन्नकालादि समस्त बिरदावल्यलंकृत ज्ञान विज्ञान चक्रवर्ती सर्वजन संग सद्यो निर्वाण दीक्षा व्यजाप वर्ग वर्ष विश्राण जीमूत परम सकल भगेसरी शैव सिद्धांत स्थापनाचार्य श्री राजाधिराज पांड्य महाराज गुरु क्षपण शाक्यादि महांधकार निवारण ज्ञान भानु वीक्षण नरारद्वधोच्छेदन पूर्वक श्रीमद् ऋषभध्वज स्थापक शैव समय कर्त्रे सर्वज्ञ पीठारूढ़ श्री जगद्गुरु श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक स्वामी वागीश सुंदर माणिक्य वाचक स्वामिनाम अवतार भूत श्री ज्ञान संबंध स्वामी पुनरुद्धृत श्यामला पीठ सर्वज्ञ पीठ त्रयवत्युत्तर द्विशततम गुरु महासन्निधान अरुणगिरि योगीश्वर परंपरागत अरुणाचल सर्वज्ञ पीठ गुरु महासन्निधान कैलास परंपरागत कांची कैलास सर्वज्ञ पीठ त्रयस्त्रिंशदुत्तर द्विशततम गुरु महासन्निधान नित्योत्सव नित्य मंगल नित्य कल्याण नित्य रचित कैलास परंपरागत आदि कैलास नित्यानंद पीठ महासंस्थान महासिंहासन पीठ कर्त्रे साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत कैलास परंपरागत वैवस्वत मनु इक्ष्वाकु हरिश्चंद्र भगीरथ श्रीरामचंद्र शूरसेन इत्याद्यनवच्छिन्न सार्वभौम चक्रवर्ती परंपरागत चतुष्षष्टि योगिनी मंडित चतुष्षष्टि संप्रदाय प्रवर्तक मनुधर्म शासन सूर्यवंश प्राप्त सर्वज्ञ पीठ सुरांगी साम्राज्य मूर्धाभिषिक्त चूड़ामणि साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत कपिल महागुरु पुनरुद्धृत महानिर्वाणि पीठ अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री महामंडलेश्वर साक्षात् श्री परमशिव समुद्भूत श्री महागणपति समारंभ अनवच्छिन्न पीठाधीश्वर गुरु परंपरा प्राप्त
अटलपीठ
अष्टोत्तर सहस्रतम अष्टोत्तर सहस्र श्री अटलपीठाधीश्वर धर्म मुक्ति स्वर्ग पुरस्वर्ण पीठ त्रयोविंश गुरु महासन्निधान कैलास परंपरागत आदिपीठ सर्वज्ञ पीठ जगद्गुरु श्री कैलास पुनरुद्धारक श्री कैलास परमाचार्य श्रीमद् परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य वर्य सच्चिदानंद प्रणव स्वरूप श्रोत्रिय ब्रह्मनिष्ठ श्रीमद् जगद्गुरु श्रील श्री भगवत श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव श्री ज्ञान संबंध देशिक परमाचार्य स्वामिनां प्रीत्यर्थम तेषां पादारविन्दयोः भक्ति सिद्ध्यर्थम गुरुकृपा कटाक्ष सिद्ध्यर्थम क्षेमस्थैर्य वीर्य विजय आयुरारोग्य ऐश्वर्याणाम् अभिवृद्ध्यर्थम धर्मार्थ काम मोक्ष चतुर्विध फल पुरुषार्थ सिद्ध्यर्थम समस्तदुरितोपशान्त्यर्थम समस्त मंगल अवाप्त्यर्थम भगवत् श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव प्रसादेन सकुटुम्बस्य ज्ञान वैराग्य जीवन मुक्ति प्राप्त्यर्थम श्री नित्यानंदेश्वरी परमशिव शक्ति समेत श्री नित्यानंदेश्वर परमशिव अवतार भूत श्री सर्वदेव देवी स्वरूप भगवत् श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव प्रत्यक्ष पाद पूजां करिष्ये।
ओम अभौभस्पृश्य with your right hand with the water from the Panchapatram. We are now going to do the Ganthanadam, offering the Ganthanada, invoking the presence of all the devatas and warding off all the negative energies.
Om Agamarthantu Devanam Gamanarthantu Rakshasam घंटानादं करोम्यादो देवताह्वानलाञ्छनं घंटादेवताभ्यो नमः।
Next is the Manasa Puja, the internal worship. Place your hands in the Kurma Mudra, placing a flower inside your hands. The Kurma Mudra is a significant mudra that helps bring in all of the senses that we always have wandering here and there. The Kurma Mudra is a beautiful energy circuit channeling all the nadis in our hands to bring divine presence and focus into our inner space. This puja of Manasa Puja is the puja that happens in our inner space. As we offer each of the offerings, share and impart each part of you with Swamiji. Share and impart each part of your being with Swamiji. Let the intelligence that is there within us be the deepa for him. Let the prana that gives us life, let that be the dhupa for him. Let the powerful cognitions that we continuously consume to nourish ourselves, let them become the food for him. Let all of the beautiful words that we speak become the Gita, the song for him. Let the very power that manifests as Vak inside of us, let that be the song for him. Let all of the play of the Indriyas, of all the senses, let that be a beautiful dance for him. And let the oscillations of the mind and of the moods that happen inside of us, let also that be offered to him as a beautiful swing. Let all of the good qualities, the powerful qualities that are there inside of us, let all of those be offered as various flowers to him. Let the flowers of forgiveness, of compassion, and all of these powerful qualities we have within us, let those also be offered as flowers to him. In this way, we offer the Manasa Puja, surrendering and imparting with every part of us and literally visualizing inside of us the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, our beloved Swamiji, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. So we will begin. Close your eyes and powerfully visualize our beloved Swamiji.
Om पद्ममासनं दद्यात् सहस्रारच्युतामृतैः पाद्यं चरणयोर्दद्यात् मनस्तु अर्घ्यं निवेदयेत् तेन अमृतेन आचमनीयं स्नानीयं तेन च स्मृतम् आकाशतत्त्वं वस्त्रं स्यात् गन्धः स्यात् गन्धतत्त्वकम् चित्तं प्रकल्पयेत् पुष्पं धूपं प्राणान् प्रकल्पयेत् तेजस्तत्त्वं च दीपार्थं नैवेद्यं स्यात् सुधाम्बुधिः अनाहतध्वनिर्घण्टा वायुतत्त्वं च चामरं सहस्रारं भवेत् छत्रं शब्दतत्त्वं च गीतकम् नृत्तमिन्द्रियकर्माणि चाञ्चल्यं मनसस्तथा सुमेखलां पद्ममालां पुष्पं नानाविधं तथा
अमायाद्यैर्भावपुष्पैः अर्चयेर्भावगोचरम् अमायम्
अनहङ्कारम् अरागं ममदं तथा अमोहगं मदं पञ्च अद्वेषाक्षो भगौ तथा अमात्सर्यं अलोभं च
दशपुष्पं विदुर्बुधाः
अहिंसा परमं पुष्पं पुष्पमिन्द्रियनिग्रहः दया पुष्पं क्षमा पुष्पं ज्ञानपुष्पं च पञ्चमम् इति पञ्चदशैर्भावपुष्पैः सम्बोधयेत् भगवन्तं श्री नित्यानन्द परमशिवम्.
We'll now offer the Upachara Puja, the external worship. The first offering is Asanam, the offering of the seat. Now please take the Asanam in your hands and offer it at Swamiji's feet at the end of the mantras. Asanam
Om Sarvabhutantarasthaya Sarvabhutantaratmane Kalpayamupaveshartham Asanam Te Namo Namaha. Om Hrim Idam Suvarnasanam Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Sri Nithyananda Paramashivaya Namaha.
The next offering is Swagatam, the offering of the mantra, where we welcome the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. The beautiful meaning of this mantra declares the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism as the embodiment of Paramashiva, who has manifested in our lives as the very Guru. We also, in this mantra, celebrate that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is, just by having his darshan, so much of the karmas that we exist, that happen that are there inside of us, are simply removed and fructified. Literally, they flower. And just by welcoming him, to wait in his darshan, to welcome him, all the devatas also stand in a line and wait for his darshan. Deva swabhishta siddhayet. In this way, we celebrate the divine manifestation of Paramashiva as the Guru in our life, as the Sarvadeva Devi Swarupa Bhagavat Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam. We will now, with this divine sentiments, welcome the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism with the Swagatam. Swagatam
Om Shantatvat Sarvakartritvat Bhavo Paradikaranat Shiva Ukto Mahatantra Mantra Vidbhis Sada Shivaha Tasmai Shivaya Gurave Vitaraga Kalaya Vai अमेयत्वातनन्तोऽयम् अजत्वाच प्रकीर्तितः यस्य दर्शनमिच्छन्ति देवाः स्वाभीष्टसिद्धये तस्मै ते परमेशान स्वागतं स्वागतं प्रभो अद्य मे सफलं जन्म जीवनं सफला क्रियाः स्वागतं यत्त्वया तन्मे तपसां परमागतम् ॐ ह्रीं सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूप भगवत् श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव स्वागतं सुस्वागतं ते.
We now offer the Padyam, the offering of the water to wash the divine lotus feet of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. The Guru's feet are celebrated again and again in the Guru Gita, where Paramashiva himself declares the supreme power of the feet of the Guru. Those very feet from which we have the Padamritam can cure any disease, can manifest any power, and can fulfill all the desires in your life. Just the water that washes the feet of the Guru can manifest everything that we desire in our lives. With this, let us now offer the Padyam at the divine lotus feet of our beloved Swamiji. Please take the udhirni of water in your hands and offer the water at the divine lotus feet of Swamiji along with the mantra. Padyam Om
यद्भक्तिलेश संपर्कात् परमानंद संप्लवः तस्मै ते परमेशान पाद्यं शुद्धाय कल्पये ॐ ह्रीं एतत्पाद्यं सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्री नित्यानंद परमशिवाय नमः.
The next offering is the offering of Arghya, the traditional bouquet. Whenever we have the Guru in our lives, all the beautiful things of the flowers and the fragrant flowers and the various leaves that give profound fragrance are all collected and tied together as a beautiful bouquet. In that way, we cherish even the preparation for the puja as a ritual in itself. Preparing for the puja and visualizing offering this to the Guru is one of the deepest, most sacred, intimate sentiments of all of us. So, with this beautiful understanding, let us now offer the Arghya at the divine lotus feet of Swamiji. Now, please take the conch in your hands and offer the Arghya at Swamiji's feet along with the mantra. Arghyaha Om Durvakshata Samayuktam
बिल्वपत्रं तथा परं शोभनं शङ्खपात्रस्थं ग्रहाणार्घ्यं महेश्वर ॐ ह्रीं एषो अर्घ्यः सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्री नित्यानंद परमशिवाय स्वाहा.
The next offering is Achamaniyam, the water for washing the hands and the mouth. We now offer the Achamaniyam at the divine lotus feet of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, our beloved Swamiji. Achamaniyam
ॐ मन्दाकिन्यास्तु यद्वारी सर्वपापहरं शुभं ग्रहाणाचमनीयं त्वं मया भक्त्या निवेदितम् ॐ ह्रीं इदम् आचमनीयोदकं सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्री नित्यानंद परमशिवाय स्वधा.
The next offering is the Madhuparka, the offering of the nectarine drink of honey sweetened milk. We now offer the favorite Madhuparka at the divine lotus feet of our beloved Swamiji. Please take the Madhubarka in your hands and offer it at Swamiji's feet along with the mantra. Madhubarkaha
Om Sarvakalmashanashaya Paripurnasudhatmakam Madhuparkamimam Deva Kalpayami Prasidame Om Hrim Esha Madhuparkaha Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Sri Nithyananda Paramashivaya Swadha.
The next offering is the Gandha Tailam, the offering of the scented oil. The fragrant oil is now going to be offered at the divine lotus feet of our beloved Swamiji. Please take the Gandha Tailam in your hands and offer it at Swamiji's feet along with the mantra. Gandha Tailam
Om Sneham Grahana Snehena Lokanam Hitakaraka Sarvalokeshu Shuddhastvam Dadami Snehamuttavam Om Hrim Idam Gandhatailam Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Sri Nithyananda Paramashivaya Swadha.
The next offering is Snaniyam, the offering of the sacred bath. When we offer the sacred bath in just the mantra that we chanted now, in the Manasa Puja, we celebrated our whole sharira, our whole body, being completely uplifted in devotion at the divine lotus feet of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. When he manifests in our inner space, we experience this Sahasrara Amrita flowing through every nerve and every part of our body. In that same celebration, we offer the same Amrita as his water for the sacred bath. Now, ringing the bell, we will now offer the Snaniyam at the divine lotus feet of Swamiji. Snaniyam
Om Idam Sushitalam Vari Swacham Shuddham Manoharam Snanartham Te Maya Bhaktya Kalpitam Pratigrihyata Om Hrim Idam Snaniyodakam Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Sri Nithyananda Paramashivaya Nivedayami.
The next offering is Vastram, the offering of the clothing. The divine clothes. Maya Chitrapata Chinna Nijaguhyoru Tejase are the mantras that we will be chanting, celebrating that Swamiji is the one who removes the veil of Maya, the sheath of Maya that covers the reality of our truth, of that we are Paramashiva. The one who really removes this veil of Maya and reveals to us the truth is Swamiji himself. Celebrating this truth and sacred sentiment, we now offer the Vastram at Swamiji's divine lotus feet. Vastram
Om Maya Chitrapata Channa Nijaguhyoru Tejase Niravarana Vijnaya Vasaste Kalpayamyam Om Hrim Idam Vastrottariyam Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Sri Nithyananda Paramashivaya Nivedayami.
The next offering is Abharanim, the offering of the favorite jewelry. The Rudraksha Spatika are all the ornaments worn by Paramashiva. These select ornaments hold tremendous and powerful energy, and in the same way we cherish the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism as the embodiment of Paramashiva. Now we will be offering the ornaments, the Abharanam, at the divine lotus feet of our beloved Swamiji. Please take the Abharanam in your hands and offer them at the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism's feet at the end of the mantra. Abharanam
Om Svabhava Sundarangaya Nana Shaktyashrayayate Suvarnam Bhushanam Tubhyam Kalpayami Prasidame Om Hrim Idam Suvarnabharanam Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Sri Nithyananda Paramashivaya Nivedayami.
The next offering is Gandha, the offering of the fragrant paste. The sandalwood paste is one of the most fragrant that is celebrated all throughout the Hindu traditions. We will now be offering Gandha, the sandalwood paste, at the divine lotus feet of our beloved Swamiji. Please take the Gandha in your hands and offer it at his feet at the end of the mantra. Gandha Om Shariram Dena Janami Cheshtam Naiva Janaiva Cha Maya Niveditan Gandhan Pratigrihya Vilipyatam Om Hrim Esha Gandha Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Sri Nithyananda Paramashivaya Namaha. The next offering is Pushpam, the offering of the fragrant flowers. The mantras that we are now going to chant sing beautifully that from the beautiful state of Turiya, which is visualized as a forest full of magnificent flowers, from there the best flowers that represent the best qualities and characters of our consciousness are selectly taken and offered at the feet of our beloved Guru. Now, with this divine sacred sentiment, with the choicest cognitions, let us surrender all of that we have as the best to our beloved Guru, our beloved Swamiji. Pushpam
Om Turiyavana Sampannam Nanar Gunamanoharam Ananda Saurabham Pushpam Grihyatam Idamuttamam
Om Rim
Etani Sachandana Pushpani Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Sri Nithyananda Paramashivaya Vaushate.
Now we are going to offer the Bilvapatram. This Bilvapatra is the favorite of Paramashiva. It is known as the Sri Vriksha, that which embodies and manifests as Mahalakshmi as well. So now we will be offering the choicest wealth in our lives. Eka Bilvam Shivarpanam, Eka Bilvam Nityarpanam. Just to be able to have one, just with one Bilva leaf, we can have the divine blessings of our beloved Guru, who is the beloved embodiment of Paramashiva in our lives. Let us, with these deep sacred sentiments, offer the Bilvapatram at the divine lotus feet of our beloved Swamiji. Bilvapatram
Om Amritodbhavam Shri Vriksham Shankarasya Sada Priyam Bilvapatram Prayachami Pavitram Te Sureshwara. Om Hrim Etani सचन्दन बिल्वपत्राणि सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्रीनित्यानन्द परमशिवाय भौषटे.
The next offering is Tulasi Patram, the offering of the sacred Tulasi leaf. We celebrate with this beautiful mantra the giver of the boons in our beloved Swamiji. Let us now offer the Tulasi Patram. Please take the Tulasi Patram smeared with sandalwood paste in your hands and offer it at the divine lotus feet of our beloved Swamiji along with the mantra. Tulasi Patram Om
नमस्ते बहुरूपाय वरदमूर्तये परमात्मने स्वाहा. ॐ ह्रीं इदं सचन्दन तुलसी पत्रं सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्रीनित्यानन्द परमशिवाय नमः.
The next offering is the offering of the dhupa, the offering of the incense. Many have been healed with the powerful cognition that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has shared about how we just remember that we breathe for Swamiji. Our very breath is His. Many have come over many asthma problems and problems with respiratory illness. When they cognize this, just by the divine remembrance, our breathing is His. In that way, we celebrate also in the Manasa Puja that our very breathing is the dhupa that is offered to Him. The beautiful incense create a beautiful ambience where Paramashiva's presence lands powerfully. So when we offer the dhupa, it is literally offering His very own fragrance to Him. So we will now offer the sacred incense. Please light the incense in double numbers and slowly wave towards the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism along with the mantra, and please ring the bell as you do so. Dhupaha Om Vanaspatiraso Divyo Gandhadhyasva Manoharaha Agreya Sarvadevanam Dhupoyam Pratigrihyataam Om Hrim Esha Dhupaha Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam Namaha. The next offering is Deepa, the offering of the lit lamp. The lamp is a manifestation of Paramashiva Shakti. She is there in the lamp itself. Hence, she is known as the Deepa Priya. The lamp represents our individual consciousness that exists inside of us, the very existence of intelligence. This lamp is our individual consciousness shining towards the supreme super consciousness. And when we show this arati towards Him, the lamp waving, it is us declaring our oneness. In this beautiful and sacred sentiment, we will now wave the Deepa towards the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, and please ring the bell as you do so. Deepaha Om Suprakasho Mahadipaha Sarvatastimirapaha Sabhakyabhyantarajyotirdeepoyam Pratigrihyataam Om Hrim Esha Deepaha Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam Namaha. The next offering is the offering of Naivedyam, the offering of the sacred food. The food, choicest food offered in a devotional manner to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, as we prepare it with our love and devotion, remembering it is for his nourishment, for him. In this beautiful care-giving bhava, this beautiful mood, as a mother would take care of her own child, in that same way, in that same concern and same deep love, we offer the Naivedyam to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, our beloved Swamiji. Please take an Uddharani of water and hover it around the Naivedyam and offer the water at his divine lotus feet at the end of the mantra, and please ring the bell as you do so. Naivedyam Om Naivedyam Vividham Deva Sharkaradi Vinirmitam Maya Niveditam Bhaktya Grahana Parameshwara Om Hrim Idam Sopakarna Naivedyam Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Sri Nithyananda Paramashivaya Nivedayami. The next offering is Paniyam, the offering of pure water for drinking. This very offering, by offering this very water to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, whose thirst will be quenched by offering this water, the mantras beautifully share that all the thirst of all the cosmos itself will be quenched by the offering of this very Paniyam water. So we will now chant these beautiful mantras and resonate with these sacred sentiments as we offer the Paniyam. Please take the Uddharani of water in your hands and offer it at the divine lotus feet of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism as we chant the following mantra. Paniyam Om Samasta Deva Devesha Sarva Triptikaram Param Akhandananda Sampurnam Grahana Jalamuttamam Om Hrim Idam Panarthodakam Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam Namaha. The next offering is Punarachamaniyam, the offering of the water for cleansing the hands and the mouth after rituals and all the offerings are completed. The Guru Gita beautifully shares that the uchishta of the Guru, the remains of the food and the articles of food items that is left over after the Guru consumes the food, is to be the most treasured amongst all of us. That is known as the Guru Uchishtam. To be able to have that and to treasure that is what we remember as we offer the Punarachamaniyam. Punarachamaniyam Om Uchishtamapya Shuchirva Yasya Smaranamatrataha Shuddhimapnoti Tasmai Te Punarachamaniyakam. Om Hrim Idam Punarachamaniyodakam Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Bhagavate Sri Nithyananda Paramashivaya Swaha. The offering is Aratrikam, the offering of the Arati. We will be chanting, celebrating the Guru in our lives as the Kubera, as the Kameshwara, as the embodiment of Bhavam and Bhavani, of Paramashiva and Paramashiva Shakti in our lives. Please take the lit lamp in your hands and slowly wave towards the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism as we sing the mantras, and please ring the bell as you do so. Aratrikam Om
दीपमाला सर्वदेवदेवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्री नित्यानंद परमशिवाय नमः। ओम राजाधिराजाय प्रसह्य साहिने नमो वयं वै श्रवणाय कुर्महे समे कामान् कामकामाय मह्यं कामेश्वरो वै श्रवणो दधातु कुबेराय वै श्रवणाय महाराजाय नमः। कर्पूरगौरं करुणावतारं संसारसारं भुजगेन्द्रहारं सदा वसन्तं हृदयारविन्दे भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि। आरार्घ्यं समर्पयामि भगवच्छ्री नित्यानंद परमशिव चरण कमलेभ्यो नमः।
The next offering is Pushpanjalim, the offering of the fragrant flowers. The mantras that we are going to be chanting are from the select mantras from the Guru Gita, celebrating Guru in our lives as Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, meaning that he is the full cosmos itself, and we surrender Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. We also celebrate the Guru as the embodiment of Dakshinamurti in our lives with the offering of Pushpanjali and beholding these very sacred sentiments in our inner space and the choicest devotion at Swamiji's Divine Lotus feet. Let us now offer the Pushpanjali. Pushpanjali Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Akhanda Mandalakaram Vyaptam Yena Characharam Tatpadam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Aneka janma samprapta karma bandha vidahine Atmajnana pradhanena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Mannatha Shri Jagannatho Madguru Shri Jagadguru Mama Atma Sarva Bhutatma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavadyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Nityanandam Paramasukhadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvadidam Gagana Sadrusham Tattvamasyaadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadhi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavadidam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Pushpanjalim Samarpayami Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam Charana Kamalebhyo Namaha. Om
Nithyanandam.
I bless you all. Let you all open all your three eyes and manifest the powers of Mahasadashiva. Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. 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 Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivam.
Yes, Nithyanandam. After the beautiful Pratyaksha Pada Puja offered at the Divine Lotus feet of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, a few devotees are going to offer the Tulabharam at the Divine Lotus feet of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. So now we're going to get a little deeper understanding and an insight into what is the Tulabharam offering and how do we cognize a powerful cognition when we make an offering to our beloved Swamiji. The Tulabharam is actually a beautiful ritual that is there done in all the temples of Hinduism, where a tula or a balance scale is kept, and against the weight of a person or a guru, their guru or their deity, who are or themselves, they are on one side of this balance scale, and on the opposite side various material donations are kept against the weight of the guru, and whenever the guru's weight is displaced by the amount of items kept on one side, that amount of item is donated to the guru or donated to the temple, and this is known as the Tulabhara Seva. The Shastras describe various offerings that can be offered in the Tulabharam, including the day-to-day things that we have in our lives, like rice or jaggery, that is the cane sugar, or all the way up to gold and silver. Those Tulabharams are also part of the scriptures, and today we're going to be looking at one of the earliest Tulabharams in history that we've ever known as the Krishna Tulabharam, where Bhagavan Sri Krishna himself was seated on one side. On the other side, magnificent offerings of gold were made. But there was a very important offering that was done in this Tulabhara Seva that we're going to be getting to know more about. And this offering is a very important one that we should always offer when we do the Tulabhara Seva. So getting into this beautiful significance of the Tulabharam, in the Dwapara Yuga, in the age when Bhagavan Sri Krishna manifested, Bhagavan Sri Krishna is a powerful manifestation of Mahan Vishnu Parandhama himself, who manifests to do the act of sustaining the sthiti. He is the stikara, the one who maintains the whole cosmos and protects the dharma, and this is why the Bhagavan Sri Krishna manifested as well. And whenever Mahavishnu manifests in the cosmos, he brings along with him the consorts of Devi Shri Devi and Bhudevi. In his life of Bhagavan Sri Krishna, the Devis were namely Devi Rukmini and Devi Satyabhama themselves. Devi Rukmini being the embodiment of Mahalakshmi, Sri Devi and Devi Satyabhama being the embodiment of Bhudevi, the embodiment of Devi, the Mother Earth itself. So in this way the story begins, and of course in all of Bhagavan Sri Krishna's leelas that are described so beautifully in the one of the most profound Hindu Puranas known as the Bhagavatam, many of these leelas have involved the Maharishi Narada, who is one of the most examples of the highest devotion that one can carry towards their beloved guru or their beloved deity in their lives. He continuously sings a Narayana Narayana, and in many of the leelas played out by Bhagavan Sri Krishna and the incarnations of Mahavishnu, Narada plays a crucial role in being able to help those to get out the best devotion that they can manifest in their lives out of them. All of the leelas that are done are divine plays to give the example, give the people a breakthrough in their karma and really come out of their patterns and cognize that they are truly the devotees of Paramashiva, and he has manifested in their lives as because of their devotion. So let us get into the story. Actually, what happened was Satyabhama Devi was becoming a little jealous of the attention that Rukmini Devi was able to capture from Bhagavan Sri Krishna, and Satyabhama Devi could not tolerate herself all of a sudden and wanted Krishna to only be with her and not have to spend any time with Rukmini Devi or even any of the other things that he had. At that time, Bhagavan Sri Krishna was the king of the kingdom of Dwaraka, and in that time Satyabhama Devi, Rukmini, all of them lived together with Bhagavan Sri Krishna. At this time, she asked the help of Sri Narada Maharishi, please give me a solution. I am not able to handle that Krishna is not able to spend so much time with me, and he's able to be there with all the other wives and the consorts of, and he's not able to be there with me. She really wanted the physical presence of Bhagavan Sri Krishna with her always, and Narada understood that this is an opportunity for Bhagavan to play his Leela, so he agreed and told Bhagavan to Devi Satyabhama that Devi, there is a way you can, as you know, give him off to me, and I will give you him back as a donation if you make. against his weight in gold towards me as a dhanam that all the brahmanas and maharishis all are done. It is a great part of the kingdom also to do these dhanas and to make the wealth flow, and this is a very important thing that the kings should ought to do to be able to make all of the countries prosper. So in this way also, Devi, you can have Krishna as your own yourself and literally as your own person or property. You can have him to that level. And Devi Rukmini immediately cognizes this as the best solution for herself, and she says, in fact, that she says that I can, with the wealth that she has, she comes from a wealthy background, a kingdom from a wealthy kingdom, and she says that with the wealth that I have, I can pay you 1000 Krishnas worth in gold and weight in gold. And in that way she was boasting and very prideful about her being able to conduct this. Somehow she was able to convince Bhagavan, and he comes and joyfully agrees and sits on the one side of the Tulabharam, and on the other side of the Tulabharam, Devi Rukmini, Devi Satyabhama, sorry, is keeping all of her gold. And the curious thing is, when usually with the understandings of how gravity should work, Krishna's side of the Tulabharam should displace when the weight is equal to his body weight in gold. But curiously, his weight is not being displaced, his side of the scale is not being moved at all, when, as no matter how much Devi Satyabhama is placing the gold on her side of the Tulabharam. So as she is placing one by one, golden bricks and golden coins are mounting on one side of the Tulabharam, but no matter how much gold she is putting, this side where Bhagavan Sri Krishna is smilingly sitting, not even an inch it is moving, and she is absolutely surprised and also starting to get very concerned because she doesn't know why this is happening. So she is continuously emptying all of her coffers of gold, and literally, as she boasted, 1000 Krishna's weight in gold that she imagined was actually there in gold on one side of the Tulabharam, and on the other side Krishna is not moving at all, the scale is not moving at all, and he's smilingly sitting in one place. And in that moment we see very desperate. She says, oh no, I don't know, I've lost Krishna, I must get him back, as otherwise Narada will take him and go off. And in this desperation she even asks, because all of her wealth has now been kept on one side, she's already emptied all of her coffers, and on one side Krishna is not moving at all. So she starts asking the other consorts, please let us get Krishna back, let us not miss this. I've given away Krishna, I didn't want this to happen, this is going so wrong, this is not going according to plan. But finally, no matter how much she has put, whatever little gold she was able to get from the other consorts, it didn't do anything at all to move the side of the scale that Krishna was on. So then in that moment, Bhagavan Narada, Sri Narada, Maharishi Narada becomes very excited and decides, let's take Bhagavan, he is now mine, so let me go. He takes Krishna by hand and starts walking away from Dwaraka. And in that moment, the Satyabhama understands she must surrender. She must surrender her pride in this moment. So she immediately goes to Bhagavan and asks where she has gone wrong, where she misunderstood, what is it that she missed, how come Bhagavan did not accept her offerings at all. In that moment, Narada reminds her the beautiful truth that Bhagavan is not confined to this 6-foot mortal form or this mortal body. Bhagavan is the manifestation of Parandhama, the superconsciousness itself. And there is only one thing that manifests the superconsciousness, and that is devotion, the devotion of the devotee. That is the only thing, the love of the devotee is what makes Parandhama immediately manifest in our life. It's what makes the Supreme Being, Purushottama, manifest in our lives. This truth Narada shared with her, and in this moment she was understanding where she went wrong, but she didn't know how to fix the situation that she manifested. So in that moment, Bhagavan suggests to her, it is time to put your jealousy aside, Satyabhama, and go to Rukmini Devi. She'll have the solution to how to win me back. And in that moment, she goes to Rukmini Devi, asks for forgiveness because she was a little jealous of her, and says, Devi Rukmini, how do we get Krishna back? Rukmini, who is one of the most chaste devotees of Bhagavan Sri Krishna, who knows that just by offering a single tulasi leaf in her puja every day, she can get the showering of Krishna's blessings. In that same way, scores and scores of devotees of Bhagavan Sri Krishna offer the tulasi leaf, remembering him, surrendering to him, and getting his blessings showered in their lives. In that same way, where she goes to her garden and picks the tulasi leaf for her puja, she calls for the tulabharam to be arranged again. Krishna agreeingly sits on the other side, where on the other side there is a mountain of gold, of Satyabhama's gold. On that gold pile, Devi Rukmini places a single tulasi leaf, and immediately the scales shift. And in this way, Bhagavan plays his Leela to show that it is the choicest devotion, the deep love that we offer and surrender all of what we have to him at his divine lotus feet. Not for anything else, not for personally anything other than to give our gratitude and love. In this same divine context and same divine significance that we have understood, invoking the deep devotion that Rukmini Devi has celebrated and shown us, we now celebrate the Tulabhara Seva offered at the embodiment of all the gods and goddesses, the manifestation of Adiguru Dakshinamurti himself, our beloved Swamiji, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, will now begin the rituals of the Tulabhara Seva. Yes, in the same way that we have beautifully seen how devotion is literally that which moves the cosmos to manifest in our lives as our divine and beloved Guru, in the same way we can see that you have the opportunity right now, as the Paramashivam program is going on, for all of us also to decide to express our devotion in the same way that Devi Rukmini has. And if you are interested in the participating in the Pratyaksha Pada Puja and offering your gratitude at the Divine Lotus feet of Swamiji, or offering the Tulabhara Seva at the Divine Lotus feet of Swamiji, you can take your time right now to go to the paramashivam.org link and register for the sevas of Pratyaksha Pada Puja and the Tulabhara Seva. Today specifically, the beautiful seva of the Kunkuma Tulabharam is being offered, where the processed turmeric that does a powerful aushadha in itself to help us to manifest the third eye, and where we apply the kunkuma. You can see how we apply the kunkuma on our third eye, and the same way the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has energized so much of the kunkuma aushadha, and that very offering is going to be made in the Tulabharam today, along with other offerings are there. People are also offering to the offerings of Chandana Tulabharam, the Rajita Tulabharam, which is the offering of silver, and the offering of rice, the Tandula Tulabharam, or the Kuda Tulabharam, the offering of jaggery. All of these are the various offerings of Tulabharam that anybody who wants to make a donation to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism in the traditional way that the Hindus do it in the temples, this is the chance and the opportunity to do it in the proper way of the Tulabhara Seva. When it comes to making any offering and understanding what is and who is the presence of Paramashiva in our lives, the way that the traditional temples and the traditional Hindu ecosystems have and had done it is that cognizing that all of their wealth is Paramashiva's. Literally, the land of all around is owned by the deity, and that is why there is something known as the temple lands even today. But the temple used to own, or the deity used to own all of the land, the agricultural land, and the devotees would only be having it just as you would have the lease from a landowner, and they would give back some of the food or the grains that they are able to cultivate to the temple and the sustenance of the Annadan as gratitude for Paramashiva giving them a livelihood and giving them nourishment and food also. So that is the way that the in those days the understanding was. But in today's world, the way we give off and the way that the wealth is shared is with the donations of the money. And when we offer the donations of Tulabharam, we see that it is the same way that is represented inside the ritual against the weight of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism's deity. We offer today the Kunkumam. So you can take this beautiful opportunity and offer your gratitude at the Divine Lotus feet of Swamiji by offering various types of Tulabharam. You can see the various options are there on the paramashivam.org website, and you can see how and which way you want to offer. And especially when done for the family, the karmic is not just a handover of the wealth that you have. It is an understanding of holding on to the feet of the Guru and understanding that the Guru in our life is the highest wealth, and that is one of the powerful cognitions that is also there in the Guru Gita. The Guru Gita shares that for those who celebrate that the wealth, the highest wealth in their life is the Guru in their life, for them this is their last births. In this way, the Guru Gita shares many verses on those who celebrate the Guru as the highest wealth in their life, and this is the way to really treasure the best things in life. And Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism always shares, I always have the best things because they are what I was given, and the Guru in our lives has his own Gurus who's showered upon him the best powerful cognitions, the best ways to live and manifest Paramashivatva in his life. In that same way, he has lived and has been given, and to us, him being a Guru, to us he is covered so much and so much more in our lives. We can see the beautiful stories and the beautiful miracles that are happening in people's lives as they are attending the Paramashiva Home program. Just it has been maybe less than 2 weeks since the program has started, and many people are seeing that many of their patterns that they have been suffering with from their early parts of their life, or they're thinking that this is a particular thought current of fear or greed or anger that I have in mind, get over, or they don't think that I can manifest any more anything that I can make myself come out of it. But just in a one or two of the darshans of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism and the processes that they are doing inside the for this beautiful unconditional showering, and we don't even know the amount of blessing that we have. We don't even understand even where and how long we have been suffering from any of these patterns or any of these illnesses. Maybe from lifetimes itself we have been holding on and having these, and who knows, even the reason why we may be having some of these health issues is that just so that this very decision to have this health issue will be there, so that we can manifest the Guru in our life, we can manifest him in our life, so that we can live with him and have him come and heal us. These are some of the ways that we would even ourselves make these decisions in our lives, so that the Guru manifests in our life powerfully, and we know that it is he who is the ultimate and he who we should surrender to. So just in a few moments we're getting ready for the Tulabhara Seva, and all of us can come back to the space of devotion and deep gratitude in our Ananda Gandha as we see and witness the Tulabhara Seva that is going to be happening now. We just finished the Pratyaksha Pada Puja, a beautiful offering that is there to the Guru. And when we do the Pratyaksha Pada Puja every day, actually that is a part of our daily routine puja, and this specific puja that we did is a part of our routine. And the beautiful thing that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is saying, that for him as Guru anybody can worship. No need to follow specifically any kind of lifestyle preference or any kind of diet or any kind of anything. When he says that those who want to celebrate me, those who want to worship the Guru as in me, they can celebrate me without any restrictions in any way they want. That is the beautiful way that you can do the Pratyaksha Pada Puja. The mantras that are there chanted today are there in our YouTube channels. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism's channel is also there, as well as various other mantras. If you are listening to some of the mantras that are there presented in the Paramashivam program going on, or some of the mantras that we have heard the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism himself chant, all of these recordings are beautifully, they're available for those who are wanting to listen to them in their own time, in their own space. Maybe you'll be going on a long drive, or your commute to office is a little longer than usual, or anything like that. You may be stuck. Why not put the very divine voice of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism chanting the powerful mantras? And actually today's mantras that we are celebrating, especially during the Dakshinamurti Darshan, the very voice of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism singing the Dakshinamurti Stotram is available on our Kirtanalaya, KAILASA's Kirtanalaya channel. You can go there and explore and celebrate all of the various devotional renditions and songs and outpourings of so many devotees who wanted to celebrate Swamiji as the Vishnu in their life, as the Muruga in their life, or as the Ganapati in their life. In this way, we celebrate the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism with various kirtans, songs, chants, and bhajans. In this way, the Kirtanalaya is full of hundreds and hundreds of songs that are dedicated to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. And actually in the Asia Book of Records, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism holds the record of the highest number of songs, the most number of songs dedicated to a person alive. And this is a beautiful record that was offered to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism in the Asia Book of Records. And the Kirtanalaya channel has all of these songs and all of the chants that you can learn, along with the Pratyaksha Pada Puja and any other chant that you wish to learn or resonate with. Anytime you find that you need to have some time to yourself and just put your headphones on and zone out, so you can have a beautiful time for meditation or for unclutching or any practice of samadhi, the beautiful musics that you would have heard in the Paramashivam program, or the musical anything else that you would have heard in the songs are also there in the Kirtanalaya cell that you can also subscribe to. So letting you all know about the possibilities of all of the assets that you can celebrate with the digital nation of Kailasa here on YouTube and as well as on Spotify also. Yeah, the songs are all available. You can go there, sign up and listen to the tunes as you do your day-to-day things. And with this we are getting ready in a few moments for the Tulabhara Seva. The Tulabharam Seva we are going to be offering from Adi Kailasa, Sarvagnipitam, the beautiful Kshetram, where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has put a tremendous amount of powerful concentrated energy of Paramashiva and Paramashiva Shakti. In that very divine temple we are going to be offering the Tulabhara Seva in a few moments. So let us now begin the rituals for the Tulabharam.
Paramashivam Om Nithyananda Paramashivam Om Nithyananda Paramashivam Om Nithyananda Paramashivam Nithyananda Paramashivam Om Nithyananda Paramashivam
Nithyanandam. Today the devotees are offering the Kunkuma Tulabharam at the Divine Lotus feet of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Will now begin the rituals of the Tulabhara Seva. Nithyanandam Paramasukhadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadrusham Tattvamasya Dilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadhi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Nityanandeshwara Paramashiva Samarambham Nityanandeshwari Paramashiva Shakti Madhyamam Nityananda Variyantam Vande Guru Paramparam. Lalate Tripundri Nitiladhrita Kasturi Tilakaha Spuran Maladhara Spurita Katikopi Navasanaha Nadano Dushtaram Chirashiphanirajam Shashikalam Pradeva Sarvesham Arunagiri Yogi Vijayate. Mamopata Samasta Duritakshayadvara Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashiva Pridyartham Adhya Purvokta Evam Guna Viseshena Visishtayam Asyam Shubhatito Meenakshi Narayanan Namyaha Shri Somu Namadheyasya Ma Anu Nam Yaha, Ma Vani Nam Yaha, Ma Lakshmi Nam Yaha, Sakutumbhasya cha Manasepsita Sakala Sadabhishta Kamyartha Siddhyartham Jnana Vairagya Jivan Mukti Praptyartham Shri Sarvadeva Devi Swarupa Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashiva Kunkuma Tulabharam Chakarishye. राजाधिराजाय प्रसंयसाहिने नमो वयं वै श्रवणाय कुर्महे समे कामान् कामकामाय मह्यं कामेश्वरो वै श्रवणो ददातु कुबेराय वैश्रवणाय महाराजाय नमः कर्पूरगौरं करुणावतारं संसारसारं भुजगेन्द्रहारं सदा वसन्तं हृदयारविन्दे भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि आराद्रिकं समर्पयामि भगवत् श्री नित्यानंद परमशिव चरणकमलेभ्यो नमः ओम नित्यानंदम. The divine grace and blessings of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. We have completed and concluded the Tulabhara Seva today. Thank you all for joining. Nithyanandam.
I bless you all. Let you all open all your three eyes and manifest the powers of Mahasadashiva. Om Nitya